Hi Pokefans, the latest Tera Raid Battle event is now live in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This one is for Mighty Swampert event with Poison Tera type. Now you can only catch Swampert once per save file as usual, and this event will run until the weekend. You'll also be able to catch Swampert once more for a second run in next week, and this would be only if you have not caught it this weekend. As for its moveset, it comes with Earthquake, Hydro Pump, Sludge Wave and Liquidation. Additional moves being Muddy Water and Yawn. Now it does like to use Muddy Water in the very first turn and also likes to remove the Terra Orb energy by the second turn. So you do have to be a bit careful as you'll have multiple turns without really being able to terrestrialize. There are a couple of different Pokemons that you can actually use. I've seen a lot of people in the internet using Slowbro, Cloudzyre, Vaporeon, Lunala, etc. I believe you can also try using Primarina if you have it. In my case, I did choose Vaporeon as I do have Penny's Vaporeon that we did get as a gift. And it has a really good stats, so I just thought I'll use a Pokemon that I already have. I'll definitely be very honest, it was not that easy and this is actually my 5th try. I did have a really good moveset, but I was having issues with the defense stats in my Vaporeon. But finally I did get lucky in this turn right here. My strategy was going ahead and increasing my defense stat as well as my special defense stats. Swampert here really likes to use either Earthquake or Sludge Wave. Both of these moves are pretty strong. In my case, I started with a Acid Armor. This will actually help with the Earthquake, which it usually goes for the first turn. Unfortunately, it seems that the attack stat in this Swampert is pretty high, as that Earthquake actually did 100 damage. I did go with a second turn of Acid Armor just to make sure that I am able to survive. Then for the next turn I went with Calm Mind. By the way, this is the 3rd turn in the battle. Pretty good. We get hit by a Sludge Wave immediately. But it seems that the special attack stat of the Swampert is really not that great. So the Sludge Wave really didn't do that much of a damage. I went with another Calm Mind, and this also might be because my special defense is good on this Vaporeon as well. But now that we have the stats raised, I think it's time for me to at least try and use one stored power and try to keep my Vaporeon in full health. The one thing that I did get lucky on was that there was a Gardevoir in the team. This is quite helpful and I would recommend having a Gardevoir. Especially since it does have the Life Do move, which will actually randomly heal us. I think this was the main reason why I was able to survive this battle. At this point, it did go with its shield. Now the only thing for us to do is, wait for it to remove all of our stats. Once again, go in with Acid Armor. Go with Acid Armor immediately as you will get hit by a Earthquake right here on the first turn. As usual, Acid Armor was not really that helpful, so I had to go with the second one. I'm really not sure what is with the defense on this Vaporeon, but I seem to be struggling with it a lot. Either way, the next turn I decided to go with a Calm Mind. Initially I went with Store Power, but realized that I don't have a good special attack right now, so I do have to definitely increase as much as possible. So this is my first Calm Mind, going for another Earthquake. So I decided to go with a 3rd Acid Armor as that last Earthquake really did a massive damage. I'm not worried about healing up my team. I'm hoping that Gardevoir will use Life Do, which will actually help me. But unfortunately, Gardevoir did go down right there and it actually used another move, so I had to try and heal up. At this point, it also used Life Do, so I got a massive boost of health right there. So that's pretty good. We're still in a good position with the timing as well. I'll go with a couple more Calm Minds before I start using Stored Power. Store power is a really good move if your special attack stat is pretty high. One other thing, you might get hit by Aeon. If you do, wait for your Pokemon to fall asleep and then immediately try using Heal Up. Your Pokemon will wake up and that will help you instead of losing a couple of turns. Make sure that you do not heal up in between, especially if you are sure that you have a Gardevoir. That will be very helpful. Swampert will also go for a couple of water moves in between, and if it does and you are using Vaporeon, that is really lucky. It did happen to me a couple of turns as well. But anyway, my health is back up completely and Earthquake is really not doing any damage, which is pretty good. For some reason, Gardevoir at this point started spamming Life Dew, which is pretty helpful as well. Now Vaporeon did fall asleep right here, but I was able to use Heal Up and we are awake. I think I have about 4 Calm Minds right now. I don't think I need 2 more. Usually you would go for 6 Calm Minds. But seeing that my attack stat is pretty good, I'm confident that I'll be able to do more damage. So I went with Store Power right here. We're halfway there and it actually did a pretty good damage on Swampert. But you know what? Maybe I'll be able to use a couple more Calm Minds. After all, the more I use, at least if it comes to 6, then it will actually help me a lot. I'm not really worried about the time though. One more Calm Mind. And it seems that Swampert is actually stuck with using Earthquake. I'm pretty sure this is the first time it ever happened to me. By the way, the last times that I did try defeating it, it just spammed Sludge Wave, which was annoying. Unlike this turn, I didn't have that many Calm Minds set up, so I was really struggling in my previous turns. At this point, I did start using Stored Power once more, but now that we are able to Terrestrialize, I'm just going to Terrestrialize and start using Stored Power. This definitely will do massive damage. There's one more thing, you can definitely try using Stored Power a couple of turns first before using Calm Mind. Terrestrialize and then try using Calm Mind as well. That is something you could look out for, but you might have to be a bit careful on Liquidation or any other water type moves that Swampert might use. Now we are definitely doing a massive damage on this Swampert. This is what I really like. Let's use another one, and I think this time, yep, we are able to take down the shield, which is pretty good. I believe we'll be able to take down Swampert in the next turn. Now, if you are planning to take down Swampert through solo battle, I would definitely recommend getting a proper helping Pokemons or proper supporting Pokemons. In this case, I would recommend Gardevoir. I believe there is Arcanine who would actually help you with the Intimidate. And I think Sylveon here is really good as well. I believe this turn is the first time I got all of these Pokemons. Haxorus is alright. I mean, it's not really effective with the moves, neither is it good with the damage, but it's alright. It does survive most of the turns. But as far as the support Pokemons go, check and get the Pokemons that you really want to have, or else just go ahead and end the battle over there. Either way, I decided to go ahead and catch Swampert in a Great Ball, as the colors do match for it. This is something I really like to do with all of my Pokemons, and I think this one is pretty good. Let's see what rewards we do get. We have Ability Capsule, Sweet Herba Mystica, which is quite rare for me. I usually do not get this. And it seems that we only have 30 Poison Terra Shards. We do get a couple of XL candies, or L candies in this case. I believe you'll be able to get some better items if you do host your battle. But if you are planning on solo, these are the items you'll get. Let's quickly go ahead and check out the stats for Swampert. Now, this is available once again till the end of this weekend and the next weekend as well. You can definitely try using variety of Pokemons, but be careful about the poison type and the water type moves. Earthquake is pretty powerful with Swampert as well. It gets the ability Damp, which is, I guess, helpful. I'm really not sure how it would help this battle, but maybe I'm missing a point over there. Either way, here is its stats. It is relaxed nature for me, which is pretty bad, but I'll take it after these many turns. I think this was definitely pretty fun. Swampert is one of my favorite Pokemons. I actually like the Mudkip line, so I'm pretty happy to have this Pokemon in this game. I'm hoping you all will not have the same amount of issues I had while trying to catch this, and let me know in the comment section which Pokemon you used to catch Swampert. I hope you all enjoyed this episode as well. If you did, please put a like, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel as it really helps me a lot. If you'd like to help me more in other ways, check out the links for Patreon and Ko-fi down in my description, and I'll see you all in the next one.